morning. This is a special video because I haven't made one in, it feels like months. It's been a while. I took a big long trip. I also took a break from YouTube. I did not make footage or anything. And this is, like I said, the first time I talked to you in a while. This is the first time I am gonna go and do a day hike. So yeah, this is kind of the most important pack up I've had in quite a while, right? Because, you know, a day hike, the first pack up is, yeah, after that, it's details, right? All right, this is kind of a winter hike, so went and got myself some hot chocolates. Put in a ridiculous amount into this guy. Like stupidly a lot, all right? All right, I heated up some water. Not easy to film this and pour accurately at the same time. Sorry, things a little bit out of frame. Yeah. The one thing about this is now I want to drink it now. All right, I'll have to wait until I got two hands to put that back on. All right, winter is all about layering. It's supposed to be plus 11 today, so I got these nice thin pants, which is kind of my base layer. And then I've got these because I'm trying to go up to a cave, so I could be sliding and sitting on the snow. So I want to bring those, even though I think it's gonna be too hot. That's why I got a nice thin layer here with no long underwear on. Okay, up top, I just have a normal cotton shirt. That's layer one. There's this T3 jacket, which is like full of holes. You guys have seen me wear that a lot, but I still like it. What can I say? I can't give it up yet. This is a sweater, so that's layer 3. And then my puffy. So these things are all light. The puffy will just go in the backpack, right? Ball cap, yeah, that's kind of essential. I don't know if I'm gonna bring the rain jacket today. It's, yeah, I don't know. If my puffy gets wet, I don't think that's a huge deal. I just get back to the car, right? There's my, my backpack, my 25-liter Gregory. This is, right? That's always a good safety item to have along. I'm by myself. You never know what'll happen, right? I made sure last night that I was charged up, got power, and I have a headlamp now that's lithium-ion battery, so I just plug it in. And you need this, I'm going to a cave, so you need this for sure, right? Bear spray for sure. Water, I just take smart water and fill it up. In here we got, I just have, this is just for like my wallet and keys and stuff, right? But I don't like having them in my pocket. And in the back of this thing, where normally you would put water, that's where my emergency stuff goes that just never leaves. So, toilet paper, that's a good one, right? And also I have an emergency blanket shelter thing stuffed in here. This is one I already used once. And of course, you can't ever like get it back the way it was when you first got it. So I actually ripped a hole in it, so I repaired it, and now I've just got it stuffed in here. So that's how I would try and survive the night. If something horrible happened, then no one can come find me. Also, I'll bring along some food, right? I don't think I'm gonna get like hungry on this one. I'm bringing hot chocolate after all, but it's more for emergency purposes than anything else. Silky Gone Boy with gloves. I don't think, literally I'm hiking down a logging road and then up to a cave, so, you know, I don't think I'm gonna need that for anything. Otherwise, you know, in the Kananaskis, sometimes I would use that to just clear out a bit of stuff. All right, this is stuff that stays in the car, right? Sunscreen, the current, the guide that I'm gonna be using on this one. And then there's shoes, and I mean, you know, I probably should go and buy something a little different. It's been, these are getting a little worn, a little beat up. These are the trail runners I used. I'll probably just bring these along. Trail runners, honestly, this got holes in it and stuff. You know, I used it quite a bit on my backpacks last year, so they are due to be replaced, but I just don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do this year, right? It's kind of up in the air right now, so. The other thing too is water shoes. I've got, these are dogs, rip-off of Crocs, and then those are Crocs. I'm not gonna need any of that on this trip, right? They're, yeah, as far as I can tell, there are no crossings on this one. Can't forget these either, right? The old hiking poles. These guys I haven't used in quite a while, you know. I bought them, I wore them on my back a few times out on some trips, but honestly, I think it's almost as hard to tramp through the snow as it is to use these. So I just found that I just carry them on my backpack the whole time. I don't actually use the things. Another thing, I am gonna toucan mitts, right? I think for obvious reasons. Also, I'm bringing a spare set of socks and my just normal shoes. It's amazing how many winter hikes I come back from. In fact, most of them. And you know, my feet are just soaked. And you do not want to drive home in, I've tried it. You do not want to drive home in wet shoes. It's just your feet freeze. Absolutely freeze. It does not matter how high you turn up the heat in your car. So it's amazing how much actually goes into just a simple day hike. There's a lot of little items.
For you?
Hi, can I get the sausage farmer's wrap?
Anything else?
Make it the meal, hash brown, large double.
Sure, that's everything?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it goes without saying that this is part of the journey. Every hike begins with a drive out to the mountains. As far as I'm concerned, that is essential. Rough start. You know, I couldn't find my list, you know, for stuff like this, for doing a hike. I forgot my micro spikes. I'm walking up to an ice cave and I don't have my micro spikes. So I'm turning around. I'm not even 10 minutes away from my house, but so that sucks. That's a pain in the ass. But yeah, fact of the matter is, I don't want to, no, that's no good. Apparently it's a bit of a scramble up to this cave too, so yeah, that's kind of a crappy start, but oh well. Alright, this is another thing I never thought about. I'm going to leave it out so I remember for next time. Those are, I don't even remember the name. They go on your legs, right, to stop the snow from going inside your boots. Oh, for God's sakes, that's that's my pack cover. That is not my ice cleats. Got all that junk in there. This is all my backpacking stuff. Where did I put it? Remember I was here? Oh, why? Why did I hide it from myself? I probably thought I was so smart too. All right. Man, that's painful. Sometimes safety sucks, right? It does, but I mean, I didn't want to go on this thing without those micro spikes. It's just not a good idea. So I think I'll probably be happy I have them later. Like, yeah, sometimes safety takes a strange form. All right, I'm here. This is when I would normally start a video. It is an absolutely gorgeous day out. It's supposed to get to plus 11. That's probably the nicest day of the year so far. You know, there's a bunch of people out here. It is, I think it's Friday right now. I don't even know what day of the week it is. I love seeing people out enjoying it, right? I'm not one of those people who's like, people. All right, I'm in the red one. Been a long time since I did one of the red one. Kananaskis Country Cave, night number 18. Okay. First hike in months. I gotta say, this feels kind of epic. All right, there's a gate. I guess in the old days you could drive down this road and park right in front of the cave and climb up, but they decided too many people were doing that. So in 1997 they permanently gated it, and now it's just used as an industry service road. So the first part of this is you got to walk 5 kilometers up this road. After all that, can you guess what I forgot? Look at my squinty eyes. This is the only time that you really want sunglasses, because the snow, the sun is bouncing off it and it is strong. But oh well. And for all that, I still forgot something. That's why you use a list, especially your first time packing up for a day hiking trip in a long time, right? Look at that bad boy. I was just thinking on the way here that I think the Kananaskis is a great example of industry and recreation kind of working together and sharing the space, right? Whether you agree with it or not, it's yeah, I mean, both sides get their enjoyment out of this area, out of the Kananaskis. It's the whole thing in here, compressor station. Well, one thing about this is as long as that's there, this road is going to be maintained. Alrighty, you can see other people have climbed up here to check this out. I'm going to do the same. Not bad. I can see people have been... Looks like there's a trail down there, probably made by people. And maybe people have just been walking up a creek. It's all right. Like I said, this is a road, so a lot of people will just take their bikes. You almost don't even need fat tires. Well, mind you, it is kind of slick, so you would need fat tires on this. Me, I don't even own a bike. I've never gone to the trouble. Well, at least not for several years anyway, so yeah, just walk it. Nice down here. You've descended alongside the creek, but it's also kind of breezy. Woo! Some kind of mountain bike trail or something over there too. Woo! Now here comes a bridge. Woo! Busy filming, not watching my step. Not bad, you know. You're actually kind of right down in the canyon now. I mean, it is called Canyon Creek, right? Well, there's a memorial out here. I'm thinking up on here. Oh, right there. Kind of cool. Only climbers could have got that there. And the memorial is to a climber, so that's actually very, very fitting. Look at these climbing crags. Very cool. Beautiful in here. These guys are eager beavers, man, because with this wind, it is cold. It is early to be out playing around, climbing. Power to them. That's a bit of a haul through that, but now I'm starting to climb out of it, starting to come out of the wind, so that's nice. That wind, it bites you a little bit, even though it's a beautiful day, still that wind will, yeah, definitely. That's okay. That's not Moose Mountain, according to, that's Moose Mountain East, I believe. That's a nice view, though. Very cylindrical, very rectangular. English is hard. Symmetrical, not cylindrical. It's not a frickin' circle. Not sure if this is Moose Mountain or not here. It's one of those. You can see there's been some climbing, right? There's Canyon Creek now. Down there. I think just down here around the corner is the start of the cave route. Alright, this thing here, that kind of large opening in the rocks, that might be it. We'll see. So here's an intersection with a road, and it's supposed to be 200 meters down. Okay, it's supposed to be just before the well pad. There's also a trail going in here with a orange diamond. And I saw a couple of guys climbing up over there, so I don't know, maybe I'll go down there and check it out first. But either way, it appears I have found it. According to the book, there's a sign on the left that says Ice Cave, and there's nothing. So why these guys might climb up over here, I don't know. I'm gonna go back to the easy beaten down trail and use that. Alrighty. Right now the trail is just slushy, so I'm not gonna bother with the ice cleats yet, but pretty soon I think. Yeah, just did a bit of reading. This trail I'm on really is just to bypass this well pad. It's actually gonna go back down and intercept the original ice cave trail that came from the parking lot when people used to be able to just drive out here and climb up to the cave. So after climbing up here, I gotta go back down. I think the original trail intersection was back there. It's just sort of, in the snow you can't see much. You can see a little something there. I don't know if that's animals or if somebody snowshoed. But anyway, you can see right there. See the cave? All right, onward and upward. All right, I finally stopped. And, got the ice cleats on. And absolutely, yes, I'm happy that I brought the things. Phew. So I'm gonna put a ribbon down there, and there's a trail here. There's a rock. It says wrong way on it. I'm guessing I got wiped out by this rock slide or something, or maybe this is just for climbers. Anyway, phew. Gotta catch my breath. It's gotten pretty steep and it's icy. I'd say cleats are a necessity, especially for the way down. Phew. Just see it over here, getting closer. Woo! I'm almost to the cave, but I want to take a little break, and this is pretty outstanding. It's not windy in this spot, so why the hell not? Phew. This last part here gets a little dicey. You're really not sure where to go. There's a trail, but pretty much there. Cool. All right, I've got this headlamp on. Let's go see what we can figure out with this cave. Anything that has the public coming to it, there's always something, unfortunately. Ugh. All right. Those girls who I found on the ledge, when I came here, they didn't have night lights. They just figured they use their phones. So it's not going to do the job. In something like this, you need headlamp, something, right? Your phone will only take you so far. By the way, I am doing something a little unsafe, and that is I'm coming in here by myself, right? Caving is dangerous, but yeah, figure out what's going on here. See, I haven't come too far yet. I'm gonna keep this thing going for continuity. Whew. The light is on the camera as well. A little tough doing this with just one hand on the poles, but not too bad. If it gets dangerous, I'll stop filming. Still going. If you ever want something on caving, go watch the video about Castleguard Meadows Cave. It's from like the 1970s. It is pretty mind-blowing. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Okay, still going. Stop the camera quickly, and the light on the camera shut off, and that, you know, that makes a real difference. Phew. Not a lot of ice yet in this thing. There we go. There's some. I'm supposed to come out here a little earlier in the season, maybe. I mean, it's the end of March. Still basically winter. All right. Get down nicely. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What was that over here? Oh, here we go. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Alrighty. I think this might be as far as into any cave as I've come. Usually I don't deem them very safe, so. I mean, have you ever stop and think about caving? It's the most difficult rescue that can ever be done. If you are half a kilometer into a cave, 2 paramedic, rescuers, whatever, have got to hike into the cave and get you. It's not a helicopter job, right? They got to pull you out of the cave. So you twist your ankle badly in here, you are basically on your damn own to get out. Alrighty. I have to say, kind of a disappointing amount of ice so far. Okay, still going though. Still going. Still in the same spot. I just stopped the video so that it wouldn't be so huge. That's like an ice wall. Cool. Okay. This is all ice. Cool. I like it. According to Kananaskis Trail guide, this wall of ice has been here for 20 years. Oh. I'm gonna go right up to the end. I have been told I can get a little further, but we'll see. I don't think, I don't even have a hard hat, right? So, and like I said, I'm by myself. So, whatever I do in here, I'm responsible for my own fate. Oh, I'm not totally sure where. In there? Supposed to crawl and keep going? I mean, if you start heading down there and you run into a dead end, it'd be quite difficult to find your way out. Not going in there. Is that a beer? That's a beer bottle, like a stubby. Shame. So this is that little opening that was to the left. You can see there's kind of a chamber in here. And someone has spray painted. Those people are super, super cool. I want to be just like them. Oh, I can't make up their initials. But I want to see. I want to know who did that. Who am I? Yeah, I don't see anywhere to keep going here. This is it, baby. I've been told there is a way to keep crawling and crawling, you know. That's it for me, you know. When you're by yourself in a cave, you don't go head first into shimmies, and I don't feel like beating up my knees, and I guess I just don't care that much to go caving too far, right? Alrighty, now to slowly and safely find my way out. I guess there's another little cave just to the left down here, probably just around there. And it even has a name, but it's not worth the trouble to get into. Probably have to crawl and all that fun stuff. So, got my hot chocolate. I'm in front of the Canyon Creek Ice Cave. Here's to the first successful hike. Not successful yet, and not back to the car. But yeah, first hike of 2023. It's just worth noting that I took these off inside the cave, because on rocks, they'd probably just be an impediment. But for the way back down, back on, absolutely. I guess this is the other cave, Canyon Rill. Not worth the trouble getting to it. That's what Jillian has to say, so I'll take her word for it. Here's Canyon Creek over here. All right, nothing left to do but make my way down. Enjoy the view a little bit. According to Kananaskis Trail Guide, you should always read something like that, right? Don't just use all trails or watch my video and decide you've got it all figured out. There's 4 rescues a year off this thing, off this trail, so yeah, you know, be careful. All right, back to the road. Took out the ice cleats. It is just beautiful now. It's like 3 o'clock, so one of the warmest parts of the day. Nothing left but to walk 5 kilometers back on the road. Just enjoy the sun, enjoy the mountains. Might be just a road, but you know, not bad. Not bad at all. Well, these guys are still up here climbing. Look at them go. So we got, let's see, kind of points right there and right there. I have respect for climbers. When you go out and see the things that I do, they do the same thing and then they go and climb a mountain on top of that. So that's pretty badass. Well, that's it for that one. It's an interesting little historical blurb that Jillian writes about this trail. You know, the Kananaskis Trail Guide is a little, compared to the Canadian Rockies Trail Guide, it's a little expanded. You know, there's 5 books instead of 1. But I love those historical little tidbits, right? I kind of wish there was more of that in the Canadian Rockies Trail Guide. You know, talking about how the trail was put there and what it used to look like and how things changed and that sort of thing. But yeah. But yeah, that is a pretty decent winter hike. I mean, I think the earlier you can go, the better. Like, there'll be more ice in that cavern. But then, of course, you're kind of taking more of a chance on deep snow and stuff, right? So anyhow, get out there and hike.